Now, there was some concern that the Stick of Truth, after so many delays, might end up being a bit rubbish, but I think we can now confidently say it isn't.
Yeah, everyone thought this game was going to suck, didn't they?
Yeah,
I mean,
pretty much.
Like, there's never been a properly good South Park game. The last couple weren't atrocious, but they still weren't great. So again, the fact that it's been delayed 1,000,001 times.
Yeah.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It is just like playing the show.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks exactly like the show. For one, it's incredible. You can poo. You can. Oh, there's
always a plus.
This really is made for fans though, because there's
God, the amount of fan service.
Yeah,
is amazing.
so many references. It's just in like the little junk items that you pick up as you walk around. Almost every single one is a reference to a South Park episode somewhere. It's just really funny, and you can tell that it's actually been made by Matt Stone and Trey Parker, rather than just farmed out to some other studio.
Yeah, and similarly, you can tell it's made by people that really know their way around an RPG as well. I was really surprised by how in-depth the mechanics were.
Yeah, I mean, writing and funniness is one thing, but it's actually a good game to play. It's by Obsidian, who prior to this are probably most famous for making slightly subpar sequels to games made by BioWare or them guys what made Fallout.
Yeah.
But it's just really good, isn't it? It's quite a simple RPG system, but at the same time it does develop a bit, and there are like elemental weaknesses and stuff.
Yeah, stat trees and stuff are all there. I mean, the battle is relatively simplistic, but it works really well. It's kind of like it's turn-based, but it's got like very hands-on elements as well. So you have to time your button presses to attack and defend to deal more damage or prevent damage, and in return there are kind of perks and items that give you additional benefits for doing that as well. So it's always worth kind of paying attention and actually getting involved in the battles properly, because it's not just a kind of sit back and mash X to win kind of turn-based.
Yeah,
which is nice to see.
Yeah, I like the mixture of turn-based and real-time, because it just feels that little bit different, to the point where it's interesting, and it's just such a funny game. I can't get over how funny it is. You just wandering around and just twatting people in the legs with your sword, and just watching them squeal in pain and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we still haven't finished it at the time we're recording this, but I'm amazed even how far in we are that it's still maintaining that level of humour. It's still managing to find new ways to be creative and funny that aren't just these references.
You get a Facebook friend request from Al Gore, for God's sake.
He's super important.
Yeah, and the Shitty Wok mission is the absolute best. And after you do some of these missions, you get summons, so you get to like summon Mr. Kim. You get one with Mr. Slave as well.
Amazing.
And it's so funny. But again, it's all callbacks to previous episodes.
Yeah, you really need to be kind of up to speed with the show to get the most out of it. I think if you only kind of ever dipped in and out of South Park, you'd still like enjoy the game. The humour's still there.
You'll still enjoy it. Crazy. You'll still enjoy it regardless, and it's still a good game. Regardless of all the South Park stuff. But this is, you'll get the most out of this if you've been watching it for years and years and years. The only thing I'd recommend is make sure you throw your poo at someone when you get the chance.
It's not something you recommend every day.
No, but it is amusing, and it's also beneficial in combat. Also, those are balls on his chin.